Hello there, and welcome to the War Factory for today, December the 13th. We are coming at you with, well, this base again. And you've seen this base, you know this base. You know that, like, my normal go-to strat is to smoke up in behind, clear out all the defenses in behind the HQ, and then, you know, win the internet because it's easy and quick and, you know, that's just a way to do things. However, this time around, there was a bit of a change in plans partway through, and basically what happened is I was taking out these rocket launchers mostly because they would reach out and touch somebody if, you know, I went through and did an AZ on the HQ. So I decided, alright, you know what? I'm gonna use my first attack, I'm just gonna bomb some things out, make use of the nice cheap barrages, and then, you know, I've got a lot of stuff over here on the right hand side. I feel like I could do some farming, so I'm gonna load up some troops, farm up some extra gunboat energy, and just try to weaken some things, make my life a little easier in the back end there, and, you know, just get through things as best I could. As it turns out, rifles with vampire healing, or rifle vamps? Vampal hire? No, I don't know a name. Anyways, if you can think of a name for the vampire rifles, by all means, please let me know in the comments below, because Vampal rifle... No, I got nothing. Anyways, the whole point is, I really intended this hit just to push in as far as possible and farm up as many boxes as possible. So I only loaded like 3 boats of rifles, 5 boats of Zookas, and I just wanted to push in. What I was not expecting is how incredibly powerful the vampire riflemen are, and how far I would be able to push in with absolutely no healing and really no effort to, like, stop the rocket launchers that are going to target my troops, or for that matter, I guess, the shock launchers and stuff like that. And yet, like, with this attack, super OP, having Sparky with the critter ability enabled definitely went a long way to helping push through, I'm sure. It distracted a lot of the damage, and definitely the grapplers, because the grapplers do work on your poor troops the whole time you're marching up the right-hand side. But as you can see, it worked out really well, and most importantly, it took out the shields. So I thought, okay, this is perfect. I've taken out the shields. I could just do an all Zooka attack. I could blow this thing up. I think it has like 350k hit points left. And I decided, you know what? That's too easy. I know there's people out there that don't do so good with the Zookas, so let's try an alternative method. And I figured, since I went crazy with these rifles and Zookas, I would just give her again and see how far I could push in with just rifles and Zookas, no cryos, no medics, no real effort to do anything crazy. What I would suggest, you saw that I threw the critters up. Unfortunately, it was after all of my troops had been shocked. Maybe throw the critters out as you're landing the boats. That way, the shock launcher will turn and shock your critters instead of your troops, and it'll allow your troops to push right through. Now, also, what you're probably noticing is there is a laser over on the left-hand side of the screen just doing work on my troops. Unfortunately, because I was playing with no sound and I wasn't paying attention, I didn't realize how dire things were going over there on the left-hand side, so I didn't really stop the laser until I realized what was happening, and it was way too late because the laser had already done its damage and I had burned a whole bunch of shocks. So what I did is I threw critters down near the boom cannons, doom cannons, and stuff like that. That will fully distract the laser and allow your troops to go through and do things relatively cheaply for you and allow you to push through as much of that right-hand side as possible. Now, I didn't really plan this attack out because my original plan had been, alright, all Zookas, let's win the internet and move forward. So little rough on this hit. If you do a few things, you can definitely smooth it out, make it work a lot nicer, and probably push in a lot further. Maybe including some cryos would, you know, like do 4 boat Zookas, 3 rifles, 1 cryo, see what kind of damage you can do. This third attack, I was getting a little smarter. I threw my critters out there. That's very important. Make sure you do that, because what that does is it makes the laser shoot down towards the critters. It makes the doom cannon shoot down towards the critters. It makes all of the boom cannons and everything and grapplers all be completely distracted while you're landing your troops, so you're not going to be losing anyone before your Sparky can start pumping out some critters too. And as you can see, it worked out really pretty good. Really almost better than I had expected, which then became an issue because as I pushed in here, I wasn't thinking about the laser in behind the HQ, and I was just like, do this is fun, I'm killing things, hooray. And well, the laser reached out and touched me in the bad place again. I don't understand where I was, what I was thinking, but as you can see, the laser did some pretty nasty work. I caught it a little quicker this time, but unfortunately it was towards the end of the attack. Now the good news is, as you can see, from just like 3 unskilled, like anyone can do this kind of attacks, you can bash through this war factory so easily with some riflemen. Maybe even go all riflemen. Just get rid of the Zookas altogether. It might be a little slower going, but I feel like the extra numbers will come in handy. But you know, do what you got to do. Whatever works for you, whatever you're used to. That's really the key. Because as you can see, it is a great war factory to just bash on. And then for my final attack, of course, I didn't want to change it up, so I decided, alright, I'm gonna just land here, and I'm gonna push in. Maybe I should have done, like, save the core. If I had been paying better attention and thinking forward on this, I feel like a good old-fashioned save the core would have been really easy. I could have swept around the back there with these troops and just absolutely dominated. But that's okay. The point is, we're going to get the win, nice and easy. And, you know, it took 4 attacks and a whole bunch of deaths, but it was still a lot of fun. Anyways, guys, thanks very much for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully it's been entertaining. And above all else, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day.